Oh, a very good morning and many thanks for joining us for Sports Today on ABS TV, the Monday edition. Apologies for kickstarting the show late. I am Ike Nwokedi. On the show this morning, I will tell you that the All-Stars, Anambra All-Stars Club, Onitsha, have won the maiden edition of the Anambra, the All-Stars Championship being organized by ANSFA. Also on the show, we'll tell you how Team Anambra performed at, and they just concluded Southeast zonal elimination of the National Youth Games. Also on the show, new Commissioner for Youth and Sports in Enugu State, Honorable Lloyd Ekweremadu, says there will be a breath of freshness at Enugu Rangers. We'll also be talking about athletics. Toby Amusan is in the news, and then we've got news on tennis, and then fixtures of league matches across Western Europe. The leagues are back in Western Europe. Let's begin with our first story. Our first story on the show is all about the All-Stars Football Championship, which came to a crescendo yesterday at the Awka City Stadium. Yes, the All-Stars Football Championship, meant for clubs with players above the age of 40, have come to a crescendo. And it may interest you to know that All-Stars, Anambra State All-Stars Sports Club played out a 1-0 draw against Noble Friends FC of Onitsha in a keenly contested game, which ended 1-0 at the end of 90 minutes. The game went on to penalties, and Anambra State All-Stars Sports Club defeated Noble Friends FC of Onitsha by 3-2 in that match played at the Awka City Stadium. In the third and fourth place match, Anedo FC defeated Peace FC by 2-0 in their match. It was a keenly contested game, but Anedo got the better of Peace FC. The All-Stars Football Championship is the brainchild of the chairman, Anambra State Football Association, talking about Chief Chikelu Ilenyosi, aka the General. It is a competition meant for All-Stars clubs with players that are 40 years and above, and this was the maiden edition. The maiden edition had over 16 teams featuring in the All-Stars Football Championship, and it came to a crescendo yesterday. Like I told you, that Anambra State All-Stars Sports Club, of course, got the better of Noble Friends FC via penalties 3-2 after 1-0 at the end of 90 minutes. And in a subsequent edition of our Sports Today on ABS TV, we'll get the chairman of the ANSFA to talk to us about the All-Stars Championship, of course, what is coming up for them. And a whole lot of persons spoke in the aftermath of that. We'll caught up with Austin Wankwo, and also we'll caught up with the chairman, Anambra State Football Association. Let's get to watch the interview we got with the chairman of the Anambra State Football Association, talking about Chikelu Ilenyosi.
All-Stars game, what I go about the ball. So I find about that, the finance here. I went to Kaiwa, I couldn't have we have for the million to find them. We don't have any
That's the chairman of the Anambra State Football Association in a brief one there, talking about in the aftermath of the finals between the All-Star Sports Club of Onitsha, who took on Noble Friends FC of Onitsha. The game ended 1-0 at the end of 90 minutes. It went on to penalties, and Anambra State All-Star Sports Club got the better of Noble Friends FC of Onitsha by 3-2. And we say congratulations to them. They are the champions of the maiden edition of the All-Stars Football Championship that came to a crescendo yesterday at the Awka City Stadium. Let's move away from that. Let's talk about the Southeast Zonal elimination of the National Youth Games. Yes, you know the National Youth Games will be coming up in September, but the zonal eliminations came to an end at the weekend. And that was in Enugu. Nnamdi Azikiwe Stadium hosted that one. Let's tell you that Team Anambra contingent to the Southeast Zonal eliminations for the upcoming 7th National Youth Games at NYG, scheduled to hold at Asaba Delta State next month, have qualified for 4-team sports events out of 7 he entered for the sports program, which ended on Sunday, 13th of August 2023 at the Nnamdi Azikiwe Stadium, Enugu. The vibrant female volleyball side known as the Anambra Queens obliterated their opponents from Enugu State by 3 sets to nil, 25-19, 25-11, 25-9, and to secure a place for the NYG, while the male side got the better of Abia State by 3 sets to nil, 25-9, 25-10, 25-7 to book a spot at the upcoming Sports Mundial. And Anambra also secured an easy passage in the game of beach volleyball as the male and female sides came out unopposed, while for the game of rugby, the male and female sides did not kick a ball as they both walked over their opponents from Abia and Imo respectively to secure the NYG ticket. And there was, however, a sad tale for basketball, football and handball as Team Anambra male sides were not so lucky against their opponents, losing out in the finals of their respective opponents, respective events rather. And the state will, however, feature in male cricket come September at the National Youth Games as Anambra saw off their opponents from Ebony by 2 runs in the T10 event. Now to our third story, which you are seeing the pictures on your screen, and that's the commissioner, the new commissioner for youth and sports in Enugu State. Let's tell you that Rangers International Football Club of Enugu, popularly known as the Flying Antelopes, is set to experience a new breath of freshness ahead of the upcoming 2023-2024 Nigeria Professional Football League. These were the assertions of the youthful Enugu State Commissioner for Youth and Sports, Honorable Lloyd Ekweremadu, during an interview with a newsman on Saturday at the UNEC Stadium venue of the football event at the just concluded National Youth Games zonal elimination. Ekweremadu assured of his immense support to the Flying Antelopes as they get set to commence the new season come ending of August 2023. And the Enugu State Sports Boss has stated that he has hit the ground running with fruitful interactions with the management and critical stakeholders on how to energize and better the performance of the team in their football adventures this season. The new commissioner for youth and sports guaranteed that Rangers offer the new season will be as if it's a new club, where supporters all over the world will be happy with what they will see come this season. That's the new commissioner for youth and sports in Enugu State in the person of Honorable Lloyd Ekweremadu. Moving on the show, let's talk about basketball. In basketball, the Tigers and Sacramento Kings player Chimezie Mezu said the Nigerian team is optimistic that they can replicate the Tigers' recent victory in Kigali. And that's in Lagos, speaking at Eco Hotels and Suites, Lagos, venue of the France 2024 pre-Olympic qualifying tournament. Metu said they are mentally ready for the tournament against the African powerhouses Senegal and Tunisia. Equally, Michael Eric of Talk Telecom and Saskatchewan Rattlers of Canada guard we are also positive they will do well in the tournament, dunking off tomorrow. That's dunking off today actually in Lagos, and the players are while acknowledging that the victory of the Tigers at the Afro Women's Basketball Championship in Kigali, Rwanda has put a lot of responsibility on them, posited that the achievement will spur them to do better in the qualifying against the Tigers under the leadership of Coach Ogo. Odaudu will start at Group A. Will start in Group A against Senegal this Monday, August 14th, before taking on Mali, and that's coming up tomorrow, being Tuesday. Away from basketball, let's talk about athletics. Tobi Amusan is in the news. Yes, Tobi Amusan has been cleared of any wrongdoing. As Nigeria's superstar, Tobi Amusan has been given the green light to compete in the World Championship, which kicks off in Budapest in Hungary. Reports on Friday say her chances of competing at the Budapest 2023 World Championships were still hanging in the balance because she had not been cleared by the athletics body. Amusan, who was suspended by the athletics integrity unit for missing 3 consecutive tests, has been given the go-ahead to represent Nigeria at the World Championship. Amusan ran the fastest time ever in the hurdles at 12.12 seconds in the semi-finals of the women's 100 meters hurdles, and in the final recorded 12.06 seconds finish ahead of the Budapest 2023 contest, where she is the woman to beat. bit. Moving elsewhere now, Saudi Pro League Director of Football Michael Emenalo has urged that his Nigerian compatriot Victor Osimhen to join a Saudi Arabian club. The league has been able to attract a big name players from top European leagues since last year, including Cristiano Ronaldo, Sadio Mane, N'Golo Kante, and Karim Benzema. Osimhen has been linked with some of the biggest football clubs in Europe, and Saudi pro giant Al Ahly have also been credited with an interest in the SSC Napoli striker retired left-back Emenalo, who played for Nigeria at the 1994 FIFA World Cup finals in the United States of America, believes that Osimhen will be fine in the Saudi Pro League. The 24-year-old's current deal with Napoli is expected to expire in 2025, and the Italian champions are reportedly keen to extend his contract, we hear. Elsewhere, Ghana Football Association has announced that the Black Stars will face Mexico in October this year. The two teams are scheduled to face off in an international friendly at the Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte, the United States of America, and that's coming up on October 14. The Black Stars will play the North Americans as part of our preparations ahead of the 2026 FIFA World Cup and qualifiers, which are scheduled to start in November this year. And the GFA has said that they've started preparation for that one. And the Black Stars, who are under the guidance of our coach Chris Hughton, will face the Central African Republic in September later this year. This will be Ghana's final 2023 AFCON qualifier in September before facing Mexico in the following month. And elsewhere, still talking sports on Sports Today on ABS TV. Well, let's tell you that ahead of the World Championship, Dina Asher-Smith is in blistering form, and she's ready for that championship, and she stormed away from the competition to win World Championship gold in dominant fashion in all the World Championships she has been attending. And with that triumph in Doha 4 years ago, at the age of 23, Asher-Smith became the first British woman to win a major global sprinter title. It marked the emotional culmination of her journey from being crowned a World Junior Championship in 2014, converting the potential she had long since displayed to gold on one of the sport's biggest stages. And the 27-year-old is preparing for her latest attempt at making a global podium at the World Championship, and that's coming up in Budapest. And in tennis, Yannick Sinner and Jessica Pegula both cruised to straight set wins in the just concluded Canadian Open. Italian Sinner, 21 years of age, saw off Alex de Minaur 6-4, 6-1 in 90 minutes in Toronto, including breaking the 24-year-old Australia's serve on 5 occasions. Americans Pegula, who won her final in Montreal, dominating Russian Ludmila Samsonova to win 6-1 in just 49 minutes. It is the second WTA 1000 title for the 29-year-old. World number 3 and world number 18 Samsonovic faced a tough task to win the final after she finished playing little more than 2 hours earlier in her rain-delayed semi-final against third seed Elena Rybakina, which she won 1-6, 6-1, 6-2. And Sinner and de Minaur have played on 5 occasions, and the Italian has won every match. And now let's tell you that Chelsea have agreed a deal to sign a Brighton midfielder Moises Caicedo for a record fee or worth £115 million. Liverpool agreed £111 million a deal for the 21-year-old Ecuador player on Friday, but Caicedo's preference is Chelsea, and they have finally succeeded with a bid after having a succession of a proposal rejected by Brighton and Hove Albion in the summer. And now, before we go, let's just serve you the results of our league matches that played across Western Europe. And in England, Burnley lost 0-3 to Manchester City. Arsenal 2, Nottingham Forest 1, Sheffield United 0, Crystal Palace 1, Everton lost at home to Fulham by 0-1, Brighton 4, Luton Town, the new team 1, Bournemouth played out a 1-1 draw against West Ham United. It was Newcastle 5, Aston Villa 1, Brentford 2, Tottenham Hotspur 2, and Chelsea played out a 1-1 draw against Liverpool. In Spain, Cadiz will take on Deportivo La Coruna this night, while Atletico Madrid will also take on Granada. While for results, Almeria nil, Rayo Vallecano 2, Sevilla 1, Valencia 2, Real Sociedad 1, Girona 1, Las Palmas 1, Real Mallorca 1, Athletic Bilbao nil, Real Madrid 2, Celta Vigo nil, Osasuna 2, Villarreal 1, Real Betis 2, and Getafe played out a goalless draw against Barcelona. That's the show for the morning. Thank you very much for joining us for Monday edition of our Sports Today. The show will make a return for another episode tomorrow being Tuesday. I am Ike Nwokede. Have a lovely week and keep sporting.